Welcome back to our study of going through the study guide of Strange New World. So we're actually got to chapter 2 now. And with chapter 2, this first episode, I'm just going to kind of break down overall what chapter 2 covers and what it's about. So it talks about the Romantics and particularly talks about Rousseau. And you're going to start to notice when you read this chapter, you're just going to start, a couple light bulbs are going to start to come off in your mind. You're going to go, I've heard these things before. I didn't know these ideas that I've grown up with are actually like 200, 250 years old. So again, the Romantics, their viewpoint, and severe paraphrasing, they believed a lot of different things. But essentially, their viewpoint was nature, unadulterated nature, is where you find true humanity. It's not within society. Society is actually something that pushes down on the individuality of mankind, and it's a hindrance to your development as a proper human being. And it's through this mindset of authenticity. And again, start to think about how many of us is I need to be my authentic self. We need to be authentic people. They started coming up with this authenticity. And again, the authenticity, it must be lived out. I can't be only internally authentic. I have to be externally authentic as well. So if I believe something in my heart, my feelings, and they're really the ones that start to get the idea that your feelings are who you are. All right. So remember, it's like we've been growing up in this for the last 50, 60 years. Really, since at the end of World War I, World War II, these movements really started to take off about this expressive individualism. But your feelings are who you are. And your feelings aren't, and the Romantics aren't quite where we are right now. The Romantics still believed in nature, and human nature in particular, that my individuality, I'm constrained by nature itself. So to the Romantics, the idea of I'm a man, I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, is still nonsense to them. I was like, they're like, no, nature says you can't do that, so therefore you can't do that. But you start to see the seeds. You start to see the seeds of that. It's like your feelings are who you are. You need to be authentic, and authenticity requires being able to live it out. From there, so again, nature is where the true self lies. And they mean particular nature as in, all right, I live in the city, so go to the country. Go to the country, take in this view of nature, the beauty of nature. That is where you're going to find your true self. And they believe at its root, society is at best a necessary evil. Because society is going to tell you how you need to live your life. And that's bad in their viewpoint. So again, this is just the introductory to chapter 2. And chapter 2 has about 21 questions. So it's going to be several videos that we're going to be going through covering this chapter on the Romantics and Rousseau.